Sexual exploitation of children is a common but unacknowledged phenomena in Islamic Republic of Pakistan. It seems we as a society have started to live with it. No one seems to realize the gravity of the situation as more and more children continue to become the silent victims. Although the incidence is higher among girls, boys are equally at the risk of being exploited. Children, universally defined as anyone below 18, of all classes are vulnerable to exploitation, but the poor ones, especially those who are economically active, are almost certain to be exploited. Similarly, children of all ages are vulnerable to exploitation from elders of all ages, though in the case of the boys, the average age is considerably low as compared to the girls. There is a commercial aspect to the sexual exploitation of children also, which in simple words is prostitution. It also includes trafficking of children and use in pornography of children for any favor or benefit by the third person or party. It is generally agreed that the children lacking family support are the most vulnerable, simply because they are exposed to the outside world at a tender age and find themselves among elders who are ever ready to exploit them. Most of these children have no other choice but to be exploited in silence, as they are dependent on their exploiters in the absence of any support or safety nets at the governmental or the societal levels. It appears to them to be the only way to survive, and unfortunately, they adopt it as a lifestyle. The vulnerable children are the subject of this documentary. One does not have to go far to look for them, as they abound in all major cities, including the historic city of Lahore, from the most sacred places like the shrine of Hazrat Dada Ganj Bakhsh to the most notorious ones like the Shahi Mohalla to the most busy ones like the railway station. They do not have right to childhood. What to talk of any other rights of the children? The major categories of vulnerable children include working children, street children, children around shrines, children doing drugs, video shops, refugee children, children studying at madrasas, and children near major city railway stations and bus stands. These children are vulnerable to all forms of exploitation and abuse, economic, physical, and often sexual. Their poverty and a dismal poverty and helplessness enhances their vulnerability and dependency factor. There is an obvious link between child labor and child sexual exploitation. Unfortunately, the government of Pakistan, like most of other governments in South Asia, has not adopted adequate measures to address this problem, despite being a signatory to a number of international conventions. The most important one, Convention on the Rights of the Child, which recognizes and ensures the basic dignity and rights of the children in all parts of the world. We have the most unfortunate situation. One wonders who will come forward to the rescue of these children who are so vulnerable. This is the question all of us have to ask from ourselves. What kind of a society do we envisage in future?